Hi, my name is Marcus Moscani. Today I'm going to talk about how I fell in love with Dungeons & Dragons. When I was 10 years old, my older brother introduced me to role-playing. Role-playing is a kind of game where you take pen and paper and you create yourself a character. And you do all of the action and you control the personality of this character. And all the actions you do is determined by how well you roll a die. When I was young, 10-year-old, I wasn't very mature, so I really didn't understand how to properly roleplay and characterize my characters, so I didn't get as much out of it as I probably could have. It wasn't until I got to college my freshman year when I met my friend Sam and he introduced me to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons gave me the first opportunity to really try to characterize a character and really roleplay as I would like. Sam was incredibly theatric, so it made it very easy, and the environment was incredibly comfortable for me and a lot of my friends. This game is how I met a lot of my friends in college, and there's still a lot of my really close friends now. After we concluded Sam's campaign, we moved on to a newer edition of the game, where I wanted to run it, Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. In this edition, I became what was known as the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master's job is they're a rule keeper of the game. They make sure that the players are following the rules, and they make sure that everything's going smoothly. They also create the characters and the world that the players play in. I created a world where two forces were going against each other, and my friends were in one of those two forces, and each action that they took directly affected the other. Once I had concluded that, and my friends enjoyed it a lot, I decided to move on to the newest edition, 5th edition. In this edition, I began to notice more books that the company Wizards of the Coast that makes Dungeons & Dragons made, which had pre-written adventures in them already. So I decided this year that I wanted to write my own story. So I began to write my own Dungeons & Dragons story guide called The Broken World that I've been working on for a couple of months now. It's 153 pages, almost 50,000 words, and I did all the writing, and I've been making visuals. And how I've made the visuals is I use this program in order to make little visuals to breathe a little bit more life, make it so the atmosphere is better for my players, and so they can be really immersed in my world. Dungeons & Dragons it's very important to me. It's how I met a lot of my friends. It's how I got into a very, very enjoyable hobby of mine. And it really allowed me to open up even more than I already have. So, this game means so much to me. It's more than a game for me. It's a way for me to blow off steam. It's a way for me to be someone I'm not when I'm stressed out, and to go on an adventure in my own home. So, Dungeons & Dragons, I fell in love with the game because it gave me a reason to be with all of my friends, and without that, I don't know how I'd make friends here. But I'm very glad that I played the game, was able to meet my friends, and was able to expand my role-playing. These are a few of the references that I used in it for the images above. Thank you.